Hey, so this is just a quick video to show you how to add a shortcut for Vivado onto your Mac menu bar as if it was just like any other app that you can add a shortcut with parallels. But the problem is the one that's generated for Vivado doesn't work because it only generates them if the shortcut is pointing to an exe and this one's pointing to an object file. So basically the fix is you need to make a batch file and then turn it into an exe basically. So just make a new text document, and then you have to paste this in. This is basically like the starting command for Vivado, and then this just opens it in a command prompt. And you have to save this as I'll just call it launch Vivado .bat. Okay. So then this right here, if I double click this, it'll launch it. But we have to turn this into an exe because like the shortcut has to point to an exe. So what you need to do is you have to look up iExpress, which is like this built-in thing, and you have to run it as administrator. It's like built into Windows and it allows you to like build installers basically, but we're not really using it for that. It's just like to make it into an exe. So you have to select create new, extract files, and run an installation command. And then I'll just like name it that. No prompt, don't display a license. And then what you do is you have to add the batch file you just made. So on desktop, just select the batch file that you made with the starting stuff, and then next, and then under install program type cmd/c and then the name of the file that you just added, and that just runs it in command prompt. And then default, no message, and this is where to save the actual exe, and I'll save that to the desktop as well. And I'll just call it launch Vivado 2016.1 or 2026.1, and then check this box, otherwise like it might bug out if the path name is really long. No restart. It's not like an actual installer, so you don't need to do any of this. Don't save, and then just do that. And now you have this exe file which runs the batch file to open Vivado. So you can actually turn any bat into an exe. Don't do anything bad with that information. But yeah, so the next thing you have to do, oh god, you have to make a shortcut to this item and then put it in your start menu, and that's where Parallels looks for shortcuts and adds them to the Mac folder. So you have to make a shortcut, and you can put this anywhere, by the way. It doesn't have to be on your desktop. And I'll just change the icon to match this one. So if you go to properties for this one and then change icon, and then just copy the path for the icon, and then in here change icon, that, okay, apply, and then yeah, you just have to put this in your start menu folder. So in program data, Microsoft, Windows, start menu, programs. And then, yeah, you just put this in here, continue. So yeah, this will launch this, which launches the bat file. You can delete this batch file. It's not like using it. It just needs this exe. So now if you restart, it will it'll like create a batch file or an app for that, because it'll see it in the start menu and it'll work because it counts as a valid thing. Okay, so there you go. And you can just add that to the like thing here, and it's in with all the other apps. So that means that you can literally just go into coherence mode and then just open it as if it was any other app. And I'll just show you. And you don't have to have like the VM open. It'll launch the VM automatically if it's not open. So it's one click. Okay. Yeah, it takes a while to launch. But yeah, so now it's in here, which is pretty cool. It's a little convoluted way to do it, but that's the best way, I think. So yeah, even if it's off, it will start. But yeah, that's all. See ya.